Let's get a little more down to earth here. I wanted to ask about the energy of this fear and, because it seems to be very difficult, how we can, how all of us can get through this with ease and grace.
There he says, I don't know if it goes to the years, but Kryon has actually called this one, and a lot of last year is the year of duality. It is the duality. So duality represents to us, to some of us, it represents challenge. To others, it's a gift. But it is responsible, if you want to say, for the term, the battle of dark and light. Okay, so this is let's say we're in the battle of dark and light. What does it mean? First of all, personally to us, there could be a battle if that's what you're working on. If you are beyond that battle for yourself, you're going to have it at a stage that is other than you. In other words, you're working at it at work. You're working at it around you. You're working at it. The whole idea of dark and light happens everywhere. Don't you find it interesting that at this point in time for America, what we're seeing in Congress, it doesn't matter what party you're in, what you're seeing is both of them are wasting our money. And they're taking our taxes and battling one another for ideology in order to become first place or second place or whatever it is, instead of passing laws to help us. Anybody see this? Okay, that's a battle. It's not a battle of red and blue. It really isn't. Suddenly we have consciousness that is turning sour there. That's us. That's America. That's our Congress. And again, you cannot blame it on one person. It just doesn't work that way. And so we have a situation that will grow and do something. Again, Kryon says, you got to learn what doesn't work before you change it. Sometimes the Congress, in order to pass laws, something has to break, people have to die and everything else, and then they change it. You've seen this over and over. This is an example. We don't want this as a permanent thing for America. I don't think any American wants this, where they're just at each other all the time. So this has got to change. Now, that is a battle. And you're going to see it's the duality. Where is the compassion there? There are some junior politicians coming up that are very quiet at the moment, just watching. And I can tell you what they're thinking, both men and women. And they're thinking, this is not what I signed up for. And this is not going to continue on my watch. And that is probably going to be political platforms eventually will develop that says we're not here to fight the other party. And I'm going to stand here and say, what I'm going to do for you in Congress is not to fight the other party. I'm going to try my best to negotiate and get back to a center point like it was designed instead of where it is. That's duality. That is an upsurge. You're going to see this in many other places where people are starting to battle people, and they never did before, over certain kinds of ideas and things on the planet. So we're starting to meet this place that Kryon said we would get to. And it's getting there faster than I thought, where dark things that had always existed are going to start to come out into the light. And there's a whole bunch of people who will say, we're doomed. Look at how dark things are. Well, they've always been there. Not understanding that there's so much more light today exposing the dark things. It's creating the battles. You see? It's the year of duality. I think it's more than a year, Carolyn. Okay. And I think it started last year. Okay. And I think that we're looking at perhaps a number of years that we'll look back on and say, wow, whatever happened there has changed things. But that is what's going on.